and affordably. So when newlyweds Summer and Cody Kennedy decide to move to
What? Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
Good morning, boys. The wind got wild last night. Your plastic came down. Dad will have to fix it.
Like we said in the last video, now that it's winter, it's the perfect time for us to work on our fence because all the leaves are down, there's not quite so much brush, and we don't have to worry about getting covered in ticks every day. So that's what we're going to be working on today.
20 acres is a lot of property to fence in, and so we've been kind of working at it piece by piece. Right now we are starting on this back half. So we have a majority of our poles ran all the way down. It goes down pretty far. This is the longest stretch of the 20 acres. And then we have the first 2 wires of barbed wire. So we are going to finish driving poles and then start stretching the rest of the wire.
And unfortunately, the four-wheeler cannot go any far past here because there's a giant hole from where that tree fell.
So we have to walk the rest of this way. And this is kind of where we left her.
So like I said, 20 acres is a lot to fence in, and it is quite expensive. What we were quoted to fence this property in is astronomical. So Cody and I decided to do it ourselves, and we've actually done a majority of the front and this side. The entire back half of the property is already fenced in from somebody else, so we just have to attach on, and then we have one more side to work on after this. So we're running the post, we're running the barbed wire ourselves. It is a little tricky. We have to slowly get the hang of it again because it's been quite a while. We're excited to knock it out because it's hard to find opportunities to come out here and work on this because it's either incredibly windy and we don't want trees to fall on us, which I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a second, or it's covered in greenery and we will be covered in ticks. So we're super excited to finally have the opportunity to come out here and work on it and just knock it out.
I don't know if y'all can see Cody, but it goes pretty far past that, so we have quite a ways to do.
And this is a prime example of why we can't do this kind of work whenever it's super windy out, because we have a lot of standing dead trees like this, and they're widowmakers. I mean, they can fall and kill you at any point, and you don't really have any kind of warning. So that mixed with winter, we have a very small window when we can actually work on the fence. Plot twist, this whole part of the property is rocks. So we forgot our tape measure today, but we know that these posts are 6 foot long, so we can kind of eyeball it and get pretty close.
I would say almost 90% of our property is just woods, and we plan to keep it that way. Our fence is just to mark property lines because we've had so many issues in the past. Do you all see that white pole? That is where our property ends.
I'd say it's a little over a football field, maybe a football field and a half away. It's like 150 yards. I don't know, I'm kind of bad at judging distance like that, but for reference, that's the end of the property.
Right there.
And if you show that side.
And that's how much we have left. So we knocked out a crap ton today. I'm really happy with that.
This is our last clip. We ran out of our top wire and we're out of stakes. We're gonna call it quits for today, and we're gonna have to re-up on supplies and finish it out. But for reference, this is just one strand of path, and it doesn't even go all the way down. It just starts at the creek. So we have a crap ton of fence to do on top of what we have already done last year. So now you get my phone quality. But we still have a lot of fence to do, but I'm really happy with the progress that we have done. However, I do want to show y'all our back valley, so I think we might hike down there. But yeah, sorry for the camera quality. I'll charge it as soon as I can.
A little bit past that orange stripe on that tree straight ahead, a little bit past there is a property line, and that was our main goal, is to get past that property line, so at least we got that done. And you can see the other post going that way, so this is basically the end of the property line, and it just makes a straight line going that way. The creek is ours by a hair. I think we just found armadillo skull, and it's really cool because if you look at it, it's like tons of individual pieces of bone that are all flexible together. Well, they were. Pretty cool.
Going to make a wreath from all of the branches that are left over from our Christmas tree. I don't really know how to do this. I've never done it before. I have two different methods. I think I'm gonna try. One of them's like the last method because then I would have to take everything off. So we're gonna try something first and then see how that goes. So I'm just gonna start by cutting off all of the branches. Just depending on how it sits is depending on how much I'm leaving. Like for instance, this is a good hardy one, so I'll leave the entire thing. And then on some of the smaller ones, you know, you can see the difference. Cody found me this old cedar stick, basically, or branch that was sitting on the ground. And he got all of the extra stuff off of it for me. So to twist it in a circle and then take some fishing line and wrap it and tie it so that way it stays secure.
And this will be the basis for the wreath.
I secured one piece of the branch and then I'm just kind of weaving everything together, but leaving enough fishing line to where I can add on to it. And the whole purpose of this is to reuse materials that we typically wouldn't be able to find a use for. So we have some fishing line that is really tangled and most people would probably just throw it away and call it Dunzos, but I'm gonna try to repurpose it into a wreath. I'll probably also reinforce with a few zip ties. Fishing line likes to loosen up, so a way that you can make sure that you keep everything tight is using one of your fingers to kind of hold down while you loop everything around. And then this is what I mean. I left a little bit of extra. It might be hard to see on camera, but I left a little bit of extra so that way when I attach the next branch, I can use this as well. So this is kind of what we have going so far. And then even after I attach my second branch, I'm still not gonna cut the wire short because when I go back and fill it all, I'll want something to attach it to. We're not completely done with it, which is why I haven't shown y'all the full product yet, but here's a little sneak peek of the wood drying area. We went grocery shopping. You can literally have whatever you want for dinner. What do you want?
Grilled cheese and tomato soup.
I got you. gonna set my bacon aside and let it cool. Just gonna squeeze the garlic out. I'm gonna dump all of this into my pot. And then Cody has his with a peanut butter sandwich that we've both been eating on.
Thanks, babe.
And then I'll have mine with a pickle. Okay, so Cody and I are going to be in tonight's episode of Annie's series Neighborhood Wars. Crazy. We're gonna be showcasing our home and just telling our story about how everything came about and all of the issues that we have with our neighbors, obviously, and just building a container house.
If you want to watch, you can see it on Annie's app. I think Hulu has it, and probably
Philo.
Yeah, Philo. You can probably Google it, honestly, and be able to find it. It's season 3, episode 7.
Yes, and the episode is called Can't Contain Your Neighbors. We're super excited about it. We'll throw in some clips now.
Escalated to assault.
Tiny homes are a fun new way for homeowners to live sustainably and affordably. So when newlyweds Summer and Cody Kennedy decide to
What?
build something unique.
We own our land. We shouldn't have to ask permission on what we should build.
Another few days pass.
Subdivision, and that they weren't going to issue us our permits.
And we just decided to fight it.
We'll be back out tomorrow, so stay tuned.
Hey, Riley, call my lawyer.
You don't know anything about me.
You are a child.
She starts saying that you're cutting down trees on my property.
You need to stay off my property.
I never stepped foot on your property. I'm just sitting here thinking, you're on my property right now yelling at me. I don't know how I'm cutting down your trees. You need to leave my property or I'm going to call the sheriff.
Over the following weeks, Summer and Cody find themselves in a battle of wills with the whole neighborhood.
She's recording something.
Is there a reason you've been walking in front of my gate every day? Harassment.
With construction
Now, we love it.
Everything that we've had to deal with has definitely made it feel more rewarding in that area.
while the neighbors seem to have backed off for now, Summer and Cody are prepared to keep fighting for their dream home, but still.
So apparently we're married now.
And apparently I took her last name, according to A&E.
Who knew? We are so happy with how it came out. We love it. We are super thankful to be given the opportunity. I'm finally glad that it's over with. We have known about this for quite some time now, and I've always known that it was going to happen in the back of my brain. But now that it is out there, done, and over with, we're good. I'm happy, and we can just live our life now. Anyways, all right. We will see y'all in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.